Hi guys, it's Jake here at Canadian Cutting Edge, and it's Wee Wednesday time, and guess what we got today? We've got a couple of these coin claw knives. You know, looks like a disc, and you open up the blade, and it looks like a claw. The claw! The claw! Toy Story? Yeah, kinda. Yeah, I know, that ages me. Okay. And this guy, in black. We've got two of them. This is a no-name brand from GearBest, and this is the SEMA brand. You see the name right there on the top of the claw. So there you go. You can see the SEMA brand on the top of the claw on this one. And this one doesn't have a brand name at all. And this one has no brand name. Which one of these two is better than the other? Stick around and you'll find out. When I first came across these at GearBest, it's the SEMA brand that I noticed, and the reason I bought it was largely because I've had good experiences with the SEMA brand name. And they said the blade was made of 440C steel, and I've had some good experiences with 440C, especially with Ganzo. So I ordered one, and looked at it, and it looks pretty cool. It looks nice, and while I waited the 3.5–4 weeks for it to come in the mail, because that's just normally what it takes for GearBest, I also went and grabbed an order for this one. And this one was a no-name brand version with 5CR13 MOV steel. It was around half the price, so I figured, hey, it's worth a shot. Grab this guy too. And then, eventually, the SEMA arrived. Now, the thing with the SEMA order is you get your choice of nothing. They've got this in 6 different colors, 5 or 6 colors, and you get what you get. What do they have? They've got gold, copper, silver, rainbow anodization, which is sort of silvery with the flame anodized, so it's got the purples and blues and reds and stuff in it. Black, and a blue anodization. And once your knife arrives, that's the one you get. And what I got was this gold colored one. I'm going to zoom in just a bit here. There we go. That's a little bit better. So what I got was this gold colored one. I didn't really prefer it, but it's okay. And I took it out and started playing with it, and you know, felt it in the hand. Yeah, this is not that bad. It comes with this little split ring, a little less than ½ inch, or right around ½ inch, and then this little chain as well. That's what you get in the package. And so I played with it. I'm going to take this chain off for now. So I played with it and I used it, and it wouldn't cut anything. What the heck? And so I checked out the edge, and it was quite dull. And I go, okay, well, it's 440C. I can sharpen 440C. I've done it quite often. And I just can't get this thing sharp. I've tried all sorts of stuff. The main thing that gave me a okay-ish kind of edge was using my Lansky rod system. I reviewed them just recently, the 4-rod kit. And so I could do that recurve is basically what this is on that rod system. And I've got it so that it cuts almost okay. Here it is with some paper. And if I hold the top edge, you can get it to slide across, and then you can sort of see that cut right there. It's not a super clean cut. You can see the fibers there where they tore a bit, but at least it cuts. And so that's what that is. Well, let's talk about the specs on this thing before we get ahead of ourselves. This by SEMA is model YB001. It costs $7.36 US, which is $10.14 Canadian. It weighs, these both weigh the same even though they're different sizes. It weighs 36 grams, 1.3 ounces. And like I said, you don't get your choice in color, you just get what you get. The disc size here is 4.5 centimeters, which is 1 3/4 inches. The thickest spot is right here on this pivot, 8.1 millimeters, 0.32 inches. Most of it is quite a bit thinner, like less than 1/4 of an inch, like 3/16 or something like that. And then when you open it up, the greatest distance here, I don't know if some people are interested in that or not, 7.1 centimeters, 2.8 inches. And so there you go. This little guy, let's talk about the sizes on him. I forgot to do the measurement here. It's right around an inch, 2.3 centimeters, just over an inch is the cutting edge on this guy. Now let's talk about this guy. The cutting edge on this guy is 2.1 centimeters, which is 0.83 of an inch. The diameter of the disc is 4.1 centimeters, which is 1.6 inches. And you open it up, and the biggest distance you can measure is 6.5 centimeters, 2.5 inches. At the thickest point, it's 9 millimeters thick. So yeah, a little bit thicker than this guy, which is 0.35 of an inch. And the weight is the same as that guy, 36 grams, 1.3 ounces. The steel on here, though, is 5CR13 MOV, and it comes quite a bit sharper than the SEMA does. And it doesn't take much at all to maintain it and give it, a really sharp edge. So here we are cutting paper with it. The angle makes a big difference when you cut with this because it's basically a chisel kind of grind on it, so it's flat on this side. I did sort of buff it a little bit on that side with my leather. Of course I know the word for that. What's the word for it? Strop, of course. I stropped it on the back a little bit and sharpened that edge a bit. It's a little tricky on how to hold it to do the cutting, and that's the most difficult part. Even this small thing, how to hold it in your hand to get it to cut. So basically what this is a glorified package opener, because you take it, I hold it like this, and I poke this edge into the package and slice it open. This guy's got a nice point on him. This guy is a little bit rounded on the point, so it's a little bit harder to poke it in and open a box. Other than that, it's basically more of something that has sort of a newness appeal to it. This style of knife is fairly new in the marketplace. Serge makes these as a whole lot better than these. He makes mid-techs. I don't know if he makes full customs or not that you can buy, probably. And there's a number of other guys that have these kind of coin claw knives that are done very, very well. This is for the budget guy, most definitely, at this price. This thing is $3.64 US, this black one, or $5.02 Canadian. And you can get this in gold and silver, black, red, and blue. And I like this black, sort of black wash quite much. Black wash is one of my favorite things. I just wish this disc up here would have also been black as well, and that would have been a nice touch. But it's a reasonable knife. It's a slip joint, so yeah, you can get these in the UK or whatever. Certainly it's under your 3-inch rules. And it's a neat little coin kind of thing. Some guys wear them as pendants, dog tag kind of thing. Some guys just drop them in their pockets. There's no clip for, putting it on a pocket. It's a reasonable little toy. That's what I'm calling it. It's not really an effective knife in the traditional ways of using a knife. Yeah, in few of the ways, sure, but not mostly. In mostly, it's, I hate to say gimmick, but in the best sense of the word gimmick, it's a bit of a gimmick. It's just a gadget. It's does some minor cutting, some very fine detailed stuff. You can use it to clean your nails. Oops, there you go. It's pretty sharp. I just cut some of my skin there. So don't use it to clean your nails. It is, a little trinket kind of knife thing. And I like it. It's, for the price, it's not bad. I do like this black finish of this no-name version better than this shiny anodized finish on the SEMAs. They're all this kind of glossy finish with the SEMA. And I do like it that it's a little bit smaller with this no-name brand, and the type of finish that it has on it as well. So I'm going to put links in the description below for both of these. There is one way of getting these, a package of 5, all the colors at a discount, but you're only saving 13 cents US on getting 5. So if there's only 4 of those colors that you want, you're still a whole lot better off buying those 4 instead of buying the package of 5. But I'll put the link for the 5 down in the description below as well. So I got these things at GearBest. I ordered some knives at GearBest today again, and some other stuff. And I had all the options possible for shipping, all the options that I ever have, and more actually. I have some options that I haven't seen before. Hopefully they've fixed some of their shipping options. And I think knives can be both artistic and functional. This is much more artistic than it is functional, but it is sort of functional as well at the same time. And this is a very low price for what you get. So there you go. The SEMA, the no-name. I picked the no-name brand over the SEMA. It's half the price. It's a little bit smaller, and functionally it works really well. Compared to the SEMA, it's not inferior, and that's what I'm recommending. So thank you for watching, subscribing, commenting, and sharing, and remember to cut towards your chum and not your thumb.